So welcome, y'all. The Social Owners Live podcast, only on 1500radio.net. Of course, you know this your man Scrap Money live in the building with the entire family. But today we got a special guest in the building. I'm going to go ahead and let our guest introduce herself.
What's good, world? It's your girl, Neffy, a.k.a. Neffy Raps. Thank y'all for having me on the show. What's going on?
Thank you for coming through. How's your Saturday going?
My Saturday is lit.
It's lit?
I stay busy, so my days always run together. But
Nice.
I'm blessed. Everything is good.
Well, thank you for making time to come through and just share with us your talent and your vision and your journey and what you're going through. So we're really going to get into all of your stuff.
Dope.
You said nothing's off limits?
Nothing's off limits.
Okay.
I hope not.
I'm a big girl.
All right.
Hey.
We want to see. We happy to have you.
Because they nice. I'm the nosy one. I want to know everything.
So I'm gonna be the first to ask questions. You feel me? How long you been doing this?
I've been rapping since I was like 12.
Okay.
But I decided to take it serious about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What made you decide to take it serious? What was the epiphany?
Well, I tried to be a normal person, have a normal life, and it just wasn't working for me. Like, I think a lot of artists go through that period where they feel like, not that you question your artistry, but everybody got to make a living. You got to keep certain things going, and it's like you battle between certain things. So I tried to like live a normal life, get a normal job, and I hated it. I was like, I got to get back to making music.
Your
And
passion.
then I'm passionate. Like I'm a Pisces, so everything about me is emotional, and I'm in touch, with my sensitivity and with art and everything like that. So Pisces. Gang
Pisces.
in the building.
Pisces
gang gang.
are emotional roller coasters. They take you through it. Literally.
Well,
like
We
this.
loyal though.
Like this.
Flat
kinda.
out.
But you gotta
Well-
control your emotions too. You gotta learn how to control them. But I say all that to say that's what drove me back to it.
Nice.
I wasn't happy being normal. So I was like, when I got back, I was like, I'm going hard, like I'm going balls in, and here I am.
Nice.
So what
nice.
was that moment though, like when it just hit you, like this what I'm made, or this what I'm put here to do?
My family always told me that. Like, they was always like, you're gonna be the star of the family, and I was like, all right, whatever, right?
Right.
But they will always like kind of put that seed in me, so I just started to listen. Like, let me use the talents that God gave me and try to make a living. Like, I wanted to be a real boss, an entrepreneur, female, MC, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to do nothing else. I can't see myself doing anything else.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But I believe that's the drive it takes though.
Yeah.
Like if that's not how you feel, then what you doing it for? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I can just tell because we do our homework here at Social Owners, so just going like through your videos and stuff like that, I could tell you take this super serious.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's just not like you just going in the studio and just recording and bouncing a premix. You know what I mean? Nah, you take that shit ultra serious. And yeah, we here for all of that. You feel me?
I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody knows me. Like, I have OCD about my brand, my business, my music. It's all I do.
That's what's
That's all I
up.
talk about. Even though I'm friends with, like, if I'm on the phone with my friends, we'll start talking about normal shit. But by the end of the conversation, I'm talking about music. Or
Right.
we're talking about albums or dope beats or
Right.
whatever. Like, it always just kind of goes back to that. So,
Let me ask you, how you're a female, like you said, and I'm all for girl power and entrepreneurship. It's a male dominated industry. So what has been some challenges for you?
where do I start?
Tell me, because I want to know, you always hear about women that are MCs and the challenges that they face, but having you here and you being an MC, I want to hear firsthand, like, what are some of the biggest challenges that you have to face being in this male dominated industry and, wanting to be taken seriously about your craft?
That's the hardest thing right there, being taken seriously. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, guys, sometimes want women to just come in the room, sit in the corner, and look pretty. But when you're a person like me, like, although I'm signed to a distribution deal with Chris Gotti and Adventures Music, I still own my business. So I have to kind of play a different role. You know what I mean? I cannot sit in the corner and look pretty. Like, I have to make moves. I have to do certain things with my team. So they don't really take you serious until you, like, look, like, I'm here to work. But at the end of the day, I think that's one of the hardest things for me, gaining the respect. Is difficult sometimes.
Do you feel like guys like will show, you will use the music to maybe try to get their foot in the door, you know, because you come in and you have this presence about you. You're cute, you're attractive. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, as a guy, you know, it's like, if they haven't met you before and they were talking to you, and then you come in, it's like, now the focus is like a little bit maybe shift, right?
Right. Oh no, all the time. And I'm not mad at that, but at the same time, it's annoying sometimes. And some people press too hard. Or some people try to lure you in the studio. Like, yeah, let's come do a record. You might be thinking you doing a record.
And you doing a record.
Not me.
Okay.
So
But that happens.
So
That's
how
real.
many records have you done?
Records. No, I record in the same place all the time. Shout
That's
out my
not what I
producer.
asked you.
Shout out my producer,
I said,
C-Biz
how many
Productions.
times have you made a record?
That's such a vague question.
All right, you said nothing off limits. When you went in the studio, how many times have you made a record?
Who says I went?
Huh? Have you ever? That's
No.
what I'm asking you.
Nah,
You sure?
no, I'm positive.
Is there a trick behind this question or something?
I know.
Huh?
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm
I'm just because Love
is
said.
record
Love
a cold word for something?
I
I'm
was
saying,
saying that to
I
say.
would. I piggyback off. With,
Yeah,
oh,
no, honestly, I mainly work with the same producers when I record.
So you never
9
ever had
times
a
out of
producer
10.
like come holler at me, and then when you got there, he tried to come on to you or something?
No, that happens all the time.
But she's
I don't
saying that
fall
it doesn't.
for
It
How you
doesn't.
get out of it? You got a stun gun and shit.
No,
Men aren't rapists for the most
Shut-
part.
shut
They're in
up.
the
Beat
industry,
no
so you
more,
can,
so-
you know,
I'm just
like.
asking.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't sing or
You put your
rap
foot
to
down.
Yeah.
You know what it is
Yeah,
early.
that's it.
I'm saying because I think in the man position, the female was a producer, like come in here and then was like
So
take it off.
let's
I
play it
think they're gonna
out.
be like,
Let's
hey.
play it out. You're a producer, and you talk to her over the
Oh,
phone.
no,
And
I
I
want
come
this
in.
money.
And she
I
come
don't want
and
the
she-
pussy. I want the money.
And she
So
steps
that-
in.
You sure?
First of all,
What the
how
money?
old are you?
I never tell my age. How old I look?
She looks like she knows a couple things and experience. I wouldn't give
She
her
got
past.
like a baby.
I wouldn't give her past like 26,
Okay.
and that's reaching.
Yeah, I
Okay.
give
You
her that.
have this old soul thing about
I
you.
get that a lot.
How
Which
long,
would-
how
that's
long you been
true.
rapping for?
Like
Since
3 or
she
4
was
years.
12.
3 or 4 years.
But I started when I was 12.
You started when you was 12, but you've been rapping for 3 or 4 years. So you about, let's say about 26.
What do you think that's about? Why is it that I get that a lot,
Mm-hmm.
right? With people in the industry, is the whole age thing. What's that about?
It's not a big thing. Like it doesn't really matter that much to me. But I just like people to be intrigued. Like people give me so many different ages because they feel like I'm wise, so they try to make me older. Or like if I go to the bar or something, they think I'm too young. Like, what are you doing at the bar? Especially if I'm dressed down. Like if I dress up, put my heels on, they think I'm a woman. I put on sneakers, they think I'm like 16. I'm like, no, I can drink. Pour me a damn drink, Henny on the rocks, like.
Hey.
I be thinking sometimes maybe it has to do with like if you tell your age, maybe that'll limit your audience a little bit. And and I was just thought
possible.
about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like maybe I don't know, but it's just a matter just for you. It's just the mystery of it all.
Yeah, I like the mystery. There's a lot of mystery around me, and I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Mysterious. Miss Mysterious.
All right, so you know what I want to get into? I want to get into some music.
Let's get it.
What's your preference? What do you think? What's the first song for, let's say, for a fan who's never ever heard a Neffy raps?
And
What would be the first song you would play to somebody,
Ooh,
to
that's a great
to
question.
get
to
them
get
on
them
the hook?
hooked? To get them hooked. We're
That's
like,
a great question. You know, nobody ever asked me that question.
Yeah, I try to separate myself.
Okay, I see you. I would definitely have to say, you had to play Motives. That's my last joint, but the bars on that is kind of crazy.
I want to
Okay.
hear motives.
That's my new joint. I just released that on Chris Gotti's platform, Adventures Music. Produced by C-Biz, featuring Ron Dreams.
Oh, so that's what's up. So before we get into the track, how did the whole Chris Gotti thing come about?
Well, they came, Chris and Dex Diamond, Chris used to be VP of Murder Inc. Records. He ran it with Irv Gotti. Dex was a VP of marketing up there. So they have a new music venture called Adventures, and Irv is kind
Okay.
of doing the TV thing with Tales and BT and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So their new music venture is Adventures, and they basically tour the whole country, bringing on independent artists onto their platform, and they run competitions, artist seminars where they teach you about the business, how to run the business as an independent artist, because things are changing.
Right.
Like 360 deals are shit now. Like
Right.
independent artists are making the money, and unless you know a lot or you have a good lawyer with your paperwork, a lot of 360 deals aren't the best thing for artists right now. So what Chris and them are doing, they're teaching you as an independent artist how to maximize, monetize on your money, and really make a living off of being an artist. So long story short, they do this tour competition, and the winners of their competitions get distribution deals through them. So they came to Baltimore, they did a competition at Eldorado's. And what's funny is that I got wind that they were in town because I have, some relationships with some of the local stations. They were like, Neff, come through. Gotti's in town, and I couldn't make it. I had a conflict. So I missed him at that particular, he went to the station, and I missed him there. So then the next day, they were at like DDL Lounge or something, and I went. And my producer, C-Biz, was there. He was like, now come here, let me introduce you to Gotti. So my producer gave me the first official introduction. And then that's when they were like, well, we're having a competition. Come out, show us what you got. Like, all right. So I went out to the competition the next day. I competed for the deal. It was like 15 or 20 artists. And I was amongst the winners that night.
Nice.
And so even after that, he took us to the studio, had all of us record like 8 to 16 bars on this record because he was putting together an album at the time. And then the top 3 would be on the album, which later became Process, and I made the top 3 on the album as well. So Process wound up being the first lead single off of Chris's album, Independence. So it was just like a whole crazy situation that happened, but all that happened in like one night. Yeah.
That's all it takes though. One night, you know what I mean? One song. It could be it could be a rap from there, you know what I mean? So we gonna get into this joint Motives. Can you give me a little bit of the background behind that? Why the name Motives?
Well, Motives is actually a true story. I keep my circle real close. But this is one guy who I met. We weren't dating, but he was a friend of mine, and we had kind of an artist friendship. We would travel around together, do shows together, do records together. And this particular person did some really fucked up shit. And it made me question everybody's motives. Like, everybody in my circle at that point, I was like, why are you here? You know what I mean? Like, making sure that people are there for the right reasons. So that's where this song came about.
Alrighty.
Let's hear who
So,
made you
I
feel some type of way.
definitely want to get into that. Live on 1500radio.net. This is the Social Loners live podcast. We live in the building with Neffy Raps. We're going to get into Motives. Yo.
Thank you.
She gave me a Shauna DTP vibe.
She gives me like Left Eye vibe.
I get left
That
out
too.
vibe.
That too.
Definitely giving me the Left Eye vibe. I'm like,
feeling
it's
it, though.
refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
And you have content.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I was bopping the whole time.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
Motives.
that.
Like, so this what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I can tell, like for real, to me, you're not a rapper, you feel me? You're an artist, you feel me? You can tell the difference, you know what I mean? Like, you pay attention to your craft. You can I definitely get that a lot, you know what I mean? And like it's like they say, they got content, so the song is just deeper than just a quick hitter, like something that you can dance to.
Right.
It's a joint, not only you can dance to it, you know what I mean, but you can also sit back and zone out to it too, you know what I mean? It got different type of vibes, so salute on that.
Thank you.
I like that. That can go on a playlist right there.
I appreciate that.
And how
I
about
like
give
that.
props, because she's a female artist, and you weren't coming out and saying my pussy this, my pussy that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's refreshing.
not saying that you don't have
I was
those
about to
records.
say.
I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day,
About this pussy, that.
But that's the
Honestly-
beauty about my music, though. There's literally, like, I'm going to have to start going as artists. I like what you said, because my music, literally, I feel like if an artist like Nas can make I Can, and then he can turn around and make, you know what I mean, any other record that he does. Like, he's such a great artist. He can make records about anything. I think females need to have that same level of versatility.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to be on some real shit, I want to be able to do that.
Right.
If I want to say, talk about whatever, I want to be able to do that too. Like,
Right.
I literally love getting in the booth,
What's
whatever's
whatever?
on my mind, fucking, smoking, drinking. I got
She
shit
doesn't
about
sound
everything.
comfortable
Right,
saying
she don't
that
even
shit.
Say that shit.
No, I'm just
Say
saying.
fuck.
She
like,
didn't want to
fucking.
limit it. She's like, it's
Say
not what she
fucking.
wants to.
oh no.
Say
Anybody
fucking.
that
Say
knows,
fucking.
anybody that
Say
knows
fucking.
me, I turn the
Say
fuck.
fucking.
Pause. Anybody that knows me, I get it done. Like, ask anybody that knows me personally. Don't let this cabbage patch face fool you.
What do you prefer?
As far as what?
Sexuality.
What do I prefer? I don't have a preference.
Ooh.
Bars.
I know what that means.
What that mean?
Bars.
What that mean, love?
I know
Love
what
gonna
that
tell us
means.
what that mean.
It means that at the end of the day,
They
she
could change, though.
either
You don't
would
change.
have a man sucking her pussy or a woman sucking her pussy.
You do both.
Boom.
He didn't know what I meant just then
She,
Huh?
when I said that.
That's,
he must not have known.
He
what
was
you
being
meant.
funny
That's
to kind of pull it out a little
that's
bit.
what you do. You do both.
Yeah. I've been
All
with
right.
both.
So you lit for real.
Do you,
Every
do
day.
you
No,
have
I'm just
one that-
saying,
do you
like,
have
literally, I'm an artist. We're
a
crazy.
preference,
Right.
meaning like when you stir towards than the other.
What
Okay.
gender is your ex?
So you like energy. You like energy. Are you?
I like energy.
energy.
It's energy. It's vibes. It's understanding. Like, cause for me, it's already hard being a woman in the industry, but being an artist and trying to do relationship shit and dating shit, like, people can't begin to understand how difficult it is. And for me, especially being attractive in the industry, like, my DMs are crazy. You know what I mean? Or like everywhere I go, like, it's not like I'm being on my soapbox, but I get a lot of attention.
What's the
And
craziest
if somebody's
thing?
not secure, like,
Right.
it's hard.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a hard thing to deal with. So it's not as easy as it might seem.
What's the craziest thing that you've got in your DM
Oh,
so
damn.
far?
Oh, do we have
You
to talk
send
about
nudes?
this?
Just a random. I'm sure it's many, but just a you read it and was like,
I want to know why none of my questions get answered. Like, I asked
Cause
like
you a
5
trip.
questions.
Look, you got
asked
a Donald
you-
Trump him.
I asked you.
I gotta avoid the
I
question.
asked you. I said, but I do want to know this. What gender is your ex?
What gender is my ex? We won't talk about my ex.
No. Your ex? What
My
was
ex?
It last time? Was it a man?
The
or a
last
woman?
time, my ex was a man
A man.
who I want my mom to stop being friends with. If
Ah.
you're listening.
that must be the one she
Yeah.
wants you
Mine.
to marry.
Probably.
And end up
Mamas
with.
no.
Can I switch the phone
Mamas
a little
know.
bit? I want to switch
Listen
the
to me.
vibe up. Can you tell us a little bit about May 19th?
May 19th, yes.
Where-
May
where?
19th, I'm at Eye Candy Lounge.
Oh shit.
And that's gonna be really dope. So
Mm.
everybody listening, make sure you come out because I'm gonna be blazing the stage.
All right.
I also have a
19th?
Where
show on May 26th at Metro Gallery as well.
Oh, that's a bet. Yo, May
It's a good
19th.
day
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'm back in town on the
promotion
19th.
May
It's very
26th.
colorful.
That's a Saturday, right?
and it made me want to go.
Yes.
That's my third give back. May 26th.
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, shout out. You know, the public is familiar with the slick give backs. You know what I mean? It's a real thing, and it's growing every time he do it. So yeah, shout out to bro on that.
Shout out to that. That's what's
Shout
up.
out.
Most definitely. So I want to get into some more music. Let's see what. So
we
you know,
got a request
I have a
over
request.
what's your request, P?
Roll 10.
here. That
Okay.
Roll 10 joint, that's actually a remix record. That's
It's
a
hot.
remix to Lou Got Cash's Make 10.
I listened to it earlier.
But me and Ron Dreams, shout out Ron Dreams, we just dropped that song actually a few days ago. It's everywhere it's on his SoundCloud. It's on my website, IamNeffyRaps.com. And we just shot a music video. We had the cars out, the sexy whips. So it's really dope. Look out for that.
That's that's what's up then. So
Did you shoot
we
that video in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly did you shoot that?
Falls Road.
Because somebody told me that they seen a girl artist shooting a video somewhere, and they had all the big cars out and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably me.
So let's hear the audio behind what they talking about. Let's get into Roll 10 by Neffy. Hey.
You from Baltimore?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. I lived on every side, every corner, but mainly spent most of my time west side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You spit
said
some
you lived
fire.
on
I like
every
your
side.
style.
Thank you.
Is that what you said? You said you lived on every side and every corner.
Pretty much, yeah.
She said she said what she said. That's
Said what I said.
No, they call him Slick for a reason.
Well, he don't know how slick I am. I'm a rapper.
Hey.
No, I'm watching your
I
manager.
write
She
for a
must be
living,
like,
my
push
G.
it.
So you didn't gravitate towards one side. You just represent all sides.
I mean, I'm so fucking different. I always been like just a different person. Like So for me, I never cared about repping a side. Like, I get along with everybody, and I literally have lived on both sides.
Both sides is what's that? East and West.
East and West.
Oh, right,
I didn't live on East side
South
until I
don't
got a
count,
little
right.
older.
South and North.
South and North counts, but it's always East and West. Like, that's what everybody always reps. But for me, like,
Not me.
No, I know.
well, a lot of people try to do that East West shit, like rep something, but I literally have lived on both sides. Growing up,
Where have you
mainly
lived
West
at the
side.
most?
West side. That's
Okay.
why I said West side.
West side to best side.
Come on, Slick. You supposed to be
I'm on West side.
A1.
I'm
You
on
supposed
West
to be
side.
on it
What
when
you
I
mean?
said it first time.
No,
She
because
did
you
say
ain't
Feel me?
you ain't shouting out a piece of West. You just saying West side, like Lexington Terrace and Mr.
What
Village,
considers
Poplar
West
Grove,
Side to
like,
be the best side?
Because I said so
Why? Because you said so.
right now.
Well, I
Because
don't.
I'm drinking Henny and that's how I feel.
Okay,
Anything
that
is
explains
possible.
a lot. He got
And when
Henny
you
in his
drink-
cup.
Oh no, you.
You good, Slick? I'm
So-
Slick too, though, Slick.
That's what I want to ask you, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the main would you say is the main message of your music, or what would you say your lane is?
My lane is, my brand is all about being a queen, being a boss,
Yeah.
being sexy,
Okay.
being dope, being vocal, being you. Don't hold back.
Right.
Just really some queen boss shit. That's like the best way to put it.
That's what it is.
Do you
Yeah.
have any artists like right now?
Mm-hmm.
If you could work with one female artist and trash one female artist,
Ooh.
who would it be?
I like that.
Now remember, because you come at somebody might replay this. You know
Oh,
what I'm
no.
saying? So,
I know.
and of course, it may change. In
Yeah.
this moment right now, how Neffy's feeling, who would you trash and
very
who would you do a
moment?
collab with?
I really, really love Missy Elliott. She's a big influence of mine as far as creative wise, like my image or my videos, and just that feeling of being free. I think she has that. I would love to do a collab with her. And her records are crazy always.
That was a good choice. With
Yeah.
Missy, you're not
You
gonna
can't go
lose with
wrong.
Missy.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like
clutch.
you.
That's
I
clutch.
would.
we may have to give you a stamp of certification off of that.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting that,
you,
but
you,
that's
you know
dope.
what I mean. You went deep in your bag for that.
So
one.
who getting
No,
trashed?
she's really one of my biggest
that's a good
influences.
Who's getting trashed? I don't know who's
Trash.
getting
This one I definitely
Tread
wanna
lightly up in
I'm,
here.
listen, I know y'all.
Who you
Now,
trash?
Y'all trying to
tread
set
lightly,
me
'cause
up.
they
This
be
is
listening.
set up.
Those
Who
Chalonas
you
hot.
trashing?
No,
We hot
it's
for
a
real.
Now
setup.
again, and it's not saying that the person's trash per se. It's just you. If we're giving you a
Your
choice.
opinion.
I wish I knew some of the names of like the newer ones coming out.
Cash Doll. Trash.
I can't say that I'm a
Damn.
fan. I can't say that I'm a fan of her. I don't dislike her either, but if I have to choose somebody, I guess I'll go with her. I don't dislike her, but I can't see myself just being like,
P, you cheated. You
let's
assisted.
go get on a right.
I
She
don't
said
know
it.
if
I
yeah.
just
I'm like,
took
that's the easy one.
Um,
What about male artists?
male artists.
Collab with one, trash one.
Baltimore version.
Oh shit.
Damn, P.
Oh, wow.
She's trying. Listen,
Dun, dun,
why y'all like trouble on this
With the
podcast?
modifier.
I'm all
They
about
listening, too.
the
They trying to
vibes.
get up here. So they gonna say something back.
A male Baltimore artist who I would love to do a record with. I think me and Tate could do a dope record. Tate go bang.
True.
Shout out Tate.
What kind of record? Like y'all gonna record or just record? Like,
He's so stupid. Now
A
record,
record,
have
a song
yes
that you play.
This
Yeah.
is
Press
song,
play
like,
on the song.
On
no,
the
no
radio.
Stevie J's and B more.
On the
you know?
radio, no Jocelyn.
MP3
right?
or WAV file.
Yeah. And who would
be,
you trash?
To be specific. I can't say I could trash anybody.
Okay.
Not outwardly.
That
I got a lot
sounded
of
like
honest friends.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna-
tread lightly on the
She-
air
she
because I
played
live in
safe.
Baltimore type.
I could see
No.
why you would play it safe too, because at the end of the day, I mean, if it was the reverse, I don't think you'd want to hear anybody
No,
say he
like-
was trash.
I know, cause
No,
because
no,
industry.
no, because
I
mean, I get it
competition-
anyway.
I
I hear
competition-wise,
niggas talk trash
you,
about
you
me
haven't
all the
heard a
time.
dude rap and you like him, but you be like, man, bar for bar, man, I fry yo. Like you
I
ain't
feel
never
that way
think like
all
that
the
before.
time.
All right, so who would you
100
think like that's
grand.
hot that you think that you would go bar for bar for right now?
That's hot.
They don't
That's
even
not
have to
from
be.
Baltimore.
Let's not limit it from Baltimore. Then let's open it up a little bit.
No,
All right,
we gotta
so
leave
then
it here
let's
first,
change-
then we open it up.
Let's
We gon-
change the question then. We're not gonna say trash. Who do I want to go bar for bar
Okay.
for?
Okay.
That's a better question.
Yes.
All right, yeah,
Bar for
that's-
bar.
that's
Who would
fair.
you go bar for
That's
bar
fair.
with and trash him?
See what we did there?
Y'all are good,
Look,
okay?
look.
a female.
Y'all are
Look,
good. Look, you got a good panel sitting up here.
Baltimore female rapper.
No, this about the men. You
Oh,
understand?
okay,
But You cheated for her, so she went
Yeah,
with
she
you.
took
I
cash
That was the
spot
way
it
out.
in.
She was like, okay, they don't like her, so we can go ahead and
I tried to switch it
use
up
that.
again.
So now we
See, I
asking
don't
about the
even,
guy.
I don't even
Who you
like
think
saying
bar for
names.
bar?
Like, I ain't trying to get nobody no shine like that. Like,
That's not shine. They might call
that
you
is
out.
giving them
You an
shine.
MC.
I'm Neffy. I ain't gonna say no names over
You
this
an
mic.
MC.
Because then they
You
might
said
they might
female.
Listen,
repost and
all
be like
I'ma
she
say-
was on the radio.
Right, talking about
And then
me.
now
But
people
she
All
just
I'ma
disagreed
say
with
is,
me about
but she
what-
said Cash
what-
Doll.
Cash doll.
She not a
Cash
local
Doll?
rapper.
That's that
Not
funny
local.
bitch, right? See how
That's
I
the
disagree
bitch with
it?
the ice cream
See what I
swirl.
did?
That's the
See what I did? Yeah, I disagree with it, just went with it.
But she not local though. Cash Doll not local.
What do you
I
think
don't know
about
what this is.
Sneaky
I don't
T?
get it.
Every artist in
You
the
know-
city knows who I am.
What do you think about like Sneaky T and a little Infinity? Little ones that's popping now, like you know what's the saying? It's all about popularity, not talent.
I really
All
don't.
about
I'm
clout,
not. I'm not watching.
Right.
I'm not
Good.
paying attention
Okay.
to what they're doing.
You shouldn't. They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm not, and it's no diss to anybody, but I literally am
truth.
so focused on what I'm doing, I don't have time to be like, oh, what's she doing? What he
Right.
doing? What he
They
doing?
don't pop up
No,
on your
that's
timeline.
a great way
here
to
and
be
there.
though.
Even still,
You don't
like,
have people that
I
screenshot
still,
and send it to you?
No.
Because
not
I ain't
at
even that
all.
disappointed as you rapping and all that
No,
such. And
not
people
at
screenshot
all.
me shit every day.
No, it's all love
People
over
pay
here.
You don't pay them
Facebook
bitches
groups,
no
all
mind.
kinds
I
of
really,
shit, so you
on
don't-
God,
Oh God.
on God, I don't.
Do you have
Um,
now, you know, with everything that's coming up and with your music, do you have
Mhm.
people that maybe like coming out the bushes like, hey,
Absolutely.
Neffy girl, hey girl, remember
Absolutely.
One of them
that
your
I was
ex
shooting with you at the
Everybody.
gym? How do you gauge that? What's the line between not feeling like, oh, now you too good or you on a different wavelength, and still maybe just, you know, extending an olive branch to, you know, the old Neffy, or maybe the Neffy that wasn't into music as heavy and is not doing bigger things?
I always show love. That's part of who I am too. Like, unless you did some fucked up shit to me, or we have bad blood, or it's like a burned bridge, I'm a at least 9 times out of 10, if you hit my DM and I have time, I'ma speak back. If you hit me like, yo, that record is hot, and you somebody I used to know, I'ma hit you back.
What
Thank
about
you, I
exes?
appreciate it. Exes hit me too all the
They
time.
They
become
say,
around.
hey, big head.
You got time and shit.
They come around. They come around. Hey, I see. I'm proud of what you're
That's
doing.
it. That's all they
You
tell
know
to
that
be
house or that
proud.
car you wanted, you know, I've been working on that. I got that for you.
That's all they tell
No,
you,
but
that
some.
they proud.
I mean, yeah, that's it.
Now we
Some
trying
of
to hug,
them.
kiss, and be like,
no.
oh my God, I miss you.
They
gonna
might
be
miss
this
me,
shit
but
now.
they don't tell me.
None of that.
All right, y'all. So look, this what I want to know though. This is the one thing I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
You got some bars for us?
I can spit
Shit.
some bars for y'all.
You can
Can
spit
I
some
go
bars?
acapella?
You want to go out?
Yeah.
You don't want no beat?
I could, but I would prefer acapella. If that's cool,
Need a cut.
so y'all can hear me.
Oh, okay.
Artist choice. You feel me?
Who got about?
That's new. That's new.
On TP never made it through.
So let me bring you in there. Live and direct, we have the one and only Nefertiti, aka Neffy Raps, in here to give it to y'all acapella style, so you can hear everything she trying to say on the loner. Shorty, 1500radio.net. Man, what's up?
Have we ever had, you know, anybody go a cappella on us? Like,
Nah, this a first.
Last
So-
time the guy was trying to go acapella, we said no.
so
That was
Here we go,
two
let's
weeks-
see.
That was
Whatever.
like 2 weeks ago.
let's see.
Don't matter.
Matter
Let's
of
see
fact,
what you.
he put him in his place and said, no, you can't. You got to do it like this. Remember
Is
he messed
it-
up
is
like
it-
19
is
All right, so how
harder?
about this? All right, since your preference is acapella, no, we can make we can make a compromise. How about you start off acapella, then can we come in with the beat? Cause that's what that's what the fans be wanting. Cause we put the freestyles on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? We try
I
to
roll
spotlight
with
you.
it.
Okay.
We'll
put
even
it
let
in
you
my
pick what
groups.
freestyle, you know, what beat you
I
want.
roll
What you
with
like,
it.
conscious
Yeah.
beats?
It don't matter. I roll with what y'all do.
Give us
Okay.
some MC light in this bitch.
That's what it is.
Go
So let's get it. You
Or
know
some,
what I mean?
some
So,
nice for what
I
you
guess I
niggas
should
know
put
we
these
already
on
Yes.
now, since y'all want to throw on the beat
yeah.
at some point.
So go ahead, Neffy. Go ahead, talk to him
Oh,
then.
we could. We could do the house. It's still time.
Somebody phone ringing over here.
We could do the house.
I'm a fucking monster at this rap thing. You would never know cause I'm a pretty thing. Everywhere I go, they be like, what's the name? I'm looking like money, play no fucking games. Know me when you see me Nefertiti on a chain. I ride fast in my own lane. Blow gas loud pack like it's nothing, man. Can never have enough checks, just saying. Boss chicks get litty. We don't take no shit. Feel me? I ain't with the shits if it don't make sense. Running shit, getting dividends. I'm getting it, whole squad winning. Lord willing, I'ma let us see a million. On my best bullshit, cause I can. Got the hitters on deck, got my mans in them. I'm queen, ask about me. I got the boss, you put niggas to sleep. I'm in the room, eyes be on me. I got the sauce, they say I'm juicy. Fuck what you mean, ain't not fucking with me. Nigga, I slay any beat easily. Fuck you, pay me, you get what you see. No gimmicks with me. I'm in this bitch, dope queen Neffy.
Hey, okay.
Dope queen.
Hey, I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
You feel the pressure a little bit, Neffy?
No,
Okay.
I'm
Feeling the
good.
pressure? So what, you gonna give us a beat, JG? We don't want that one. Live and direct with the main event, man. Put a beat on, son. Cause that shit, man, what you just spit right there, I want to hear more.
Okay.
I want to hear you go in. I think
Alright.
you got it in you. You feel me?
All right, let's get it.
Live and direct on the loners, man. JG, Neffy Raps. Let's go.
Yeah. Which one is mine?
Yeah, baby. We live.
That's too loud.
This is the main event.
Let's go. Listen.
Yeah, baby. We live.
Watch me move, I'm smooth, lyrical, satirical, new shit. Only femc, dope queen on some nigga shit. Figure if I keep it real, keep it true, lyrical caches. Moving masses like fads in high school. You ain't heard of Nefertiti, you ain't got a clue. Hip hop's redefined, my arrival's overdue. I need a drink, mouth spitting hot fire. Keep on speechless, speaking rap tongue, soul inspired. My entire movement requires a supplier, a medium to reach the people, call me testifier. Music like Air Marshal jet plane flyer. Spitting the flow, running the show, leaving a mark 1-to-none ratio. I stand alone, look around me, tell me who you see. No other she is touching me in this rap thing. I bring soul and dope and sexy simultaneously, and I speak anything to make it sting, if anything, and I'll make it stick and you'll remember this. It's Nefertiti Femc, drawing lines like districts. I'm the strictest when it comes to the music, y'all, and I recite airtight like a butyrol. My rhyme is raw, medium rare. I'm embarrassing you niggas, I don't even care. And I swear I ain't mean to steal the show. I was unaware, coming out of mid-air, changing shit, it ain't fair. I'm doing me, you can love it, you can hate it. The way I operate, never imitate, only innovate. Niggas get lost trying to emulate. I appreciate the love, so I reciprocate. It's facetious that the world don't teach us. The wise can't reach us, icon can't keep us. This is just a prequel feature presentation soon. No other female rapper tougher, please tell me whom. Creating concepts in my womb. Black butterfly, I evolved from cocoon. I am from the moon, I am not human. Magnificent heroine, fresher than any other specimen. I keep vibing like a
Main event.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
That was
I'm about to
hot.
go off, shorty. Motherfucking Neffy Raps, yo.
She said she didn't
Main
want to
event.
beat me.
This is the main event.
And then broke doing that Missy.
When that Missy hit,
Hey, yo.
it was like it,
That
it
shit was
just
just.
Motherfucking
Man,
Neffy
she
Raps,
that was
yo.
hot.
Yo,
Neffy does.
you got the right name, Neffy Raps, yo.
I ain't gonna bother.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
She did that.
Thank
She
you.
did that.
Salute.
And Missy.
Fuck it, I got
Thank you.
I gotta give you the business handshake. Salute.
I love Missy.
That was very hot.
I love that. That was
Cause
dope.
you got like I felt you just lip up a little bit like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you wanna play with me real
Look,
quick.
let me keep it honest real quick. When you was like, I don't want no beat, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh
Another
shit.
one of
Another one.
And that's why I put the pressure on, like, nah,
But I told you, I was like, if you want to, you can. Like,
I give it to you.
Oh no, you killed that. You killed that. I should have brought some flowers in here because you killed that shit.
That was
Thank
very
you.
that was very sexy.
And I don't be liking
But not in a like
You just killed
it's
it.
sexy, not in a provocative way.
Yeah.
I get that a lot
And she
too.
was hitting.
Give me some look, cause I love this. I'm like tweet. It is just I love that the energy.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
energy.
you want
Give us
something
something.
sexier?
Give us
Hello.
some tweet. Good.
Get me together, boo. It's Saturday
They
night.
putting tweet on.
Look, they in here asking for encores.
Main event.
That's it.
Listen. I wanna be on your mind, that thing got a nigga mind gon' fantasize. So hot, sweating in the back of the ride, silhouette kept sexy, just like you like it. Love it inside, love it from behind. Like a little fast, but I like a slow one. Nefertiti killing it, one bar at a time. Climax on climbing, that's just fine. I'ma whisper in your ear, make you feel some type of way. Take a motion picture, body thick, consider press and play. When I put it down, nigga, it ain't nothing left to say. Put Nefertiti on the track, and it's gonna be a automatic slay.
Hey. That was good. I like that.
Ain't that what they say now? God.
Give me the.
Yeah, no. Give it up for Neffy one time, man.
Yeah.
Main event.
Yo, you definitely killed that.
Y'all
I
took
love
me
your
everywhere.
energy.
Had
I
me
love your energy.
raw
Your
and
energy-
sexy.
Yes, it's you know what, and then you know like people can't fake energy. You
Yeah.
know, so
Boss
yours
like
is very,
Pelican
it's very
Brick.
conscious, it's very raw, and I like that you have like something to say. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
vibe too. But you have something to say. So it's just, it just takes you in. You know, your energy already does it, but then you have talent behind it. You know, and your poise and just everything. So I definitely.
Thank you.
you're
I
gonna go
appreciate
far.
it.
I like
I'm
it.
working. I'm
Yo,
grinding.
I
like,
like it.
and to piggyback off what Love's saying, you know what I mean? Like, you so unique, you know what I mean? Like, yo, just push your grind, you know what I mean? You know, stay on your grind because you got something special, you know what I mean? And if you just if you keep pushing at it, it's gonna break through because,
I appreciate that.
like, you know what I mean? We used to the run of the mill, you know, and every so often we get unique talent to come through as well. And no, you're like a breath of fresh air for
Thank
real. No,
you.
keep on your grind.
I appreciate
Yo,
that.
like, yeah, I'm a fan.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for having me.
You ain't suck. I was gonna give you balls.
So what we want to know though, where
shut me up.
where can we find you? You know what I mean? What we got upcoming?
Y'all can follow me everywhere at Neffy Raps. That's Neffy Raps. All my music, videos, everything is on my website. That's IamNeffyRaps.com. May 19th, I'm here in Baltimore at Eye Candy Lounge, hitting the stage. May 26th, I'm here in Baltimore at Metro Gallery. And I'm also hitting tour dates with Chris Gotti and Adventure. So y'all follow me everywhere, and I'll let y'all know when the next show date and what city we'll be in.
And you coming back, right?
Yeah, as long as y'all have me. I'm actually about to drop a whole new project, full-length project, my first full-length project. I'm really, really excited about it. Wave, I dropped that. That was the first single off the project. Motors, we just dropped that. And then the last single that's dropping with the whole project, that's called Lotus. That's actually a really sexy record. And we're shooting a video in like a week. So it's really sexy. I really take it there for this Lotus record. So I'm excited about that too.
Oh, that's what's up. And we here for all of it. So definitely, when you drop the album, you definitely got to come back through.
Yeah, I
You
would
got
love
the
to come
VIP
back through.
pass. You feel me?
Yes, let's
All
get
day
it.
long. You know what I mean? So you know, you guys got any shout outs you want to give?
Yes, definitely. Shout out my Neffy gang, everybody out there supporting me, rocking with the movement. I want to shout out my manager, Imani, over here, rocking with me since day one. I want to shout out Andy and my PR team. Shout out to Chris Gotti. Shout out Dex Diamond, Adventures Music. Shout out the whole city of B-More, man. Thank y'all so much for having
you know
me.
how we do.
Thank you for coming through, Neffy Raps.
Who y'all shouting out?
Can Social Loaders get a shout out real quick?
Shout out, listen, drop the music, no. Shout out Social Loners. Thank y'all so much for having me on the show. Y'all showed me much love. You're funny as shit.
I got a question.
But I still got love for
I got a
you.
question. Do your manager want to say anything? You want to say hi or tell us like how proud of her you are? You know, what's your best moment or?
She a real
You know,
chill,
tell us
low key,
something. Come on,
behind
give
the
us a little
scenes
bit, a little
person.
Behind the scenes, real quick.
I like that. She like it's not about her. It's about the
I
queen.
was saying, I
So
want to know about her from her perspective. She's the manager, you know. But right now she on her soldier shorty shit. So we
Yes.
gotta let her go build. I don't think it's dangerous in here, but I understand.
I like it. You know,
Want
ain't
some
nothing
Henny
gonna
in
go
the shot?
down
Never.
with you if she's around. Okay?
Never.
I love
24/7.
that. I love that. I love it. Wait, so we done? Like, what, you gotta go somewhere? Wait a minute. Hold on.
She said, "Wait a minute."
Can you hold on?
What she got?
Let's slow down real quick. So let me ask you something,
She got
Miss.
some drink.
You have somewhere to go? I know you're busy, like, because it's 8:49.
It's 8:49. I planned on being here till like 9:30.
So we're gonna carry that out till 9:30. Because here's
Okay.
why. Because I'm not done with her yet. Right? So number one, we haven't played the hot seat. And the hot seat is where we just listen. It's just random questions. You just get a short amount of time to just answer, just off the dome. And I have a few more questions for you. Like, would you ever think of doing reality TV? Because, you know, reality TV is like out. It's like the thing.
Yes, definitely. I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm actually hosting APTV Live. It comes on ABC2, local Baltimore channel, every Sunday night at 1 a.m.
So what is that about? Tell me about that.
It's run by Frank Johnson. I don't know if you all are familiar with Frank Johnson.
Yeah.
They just started a new TV show, and it highlights Baltimore artists, Baltimore entrepreneurs, just people in the city doing big things.
For exposure, like just to get your...
Yep. So it's like you have live performances. There's a game segment. The segment that I host is called Boom and Bars, and basically we bring artists on and they spit a hot 16. So yeah, that's been really dope. So that's been my first
that's what's
TV experience. So that's been interesting. So yeah, it's definitely something I'll be into. And I also landed a movie role in Miami for an independent film called Liberty City the Movie. And I'm playing somebody named Sly, who's a love interest. So I'm getting into the acting thing. So long story short, it's definitely something that I would be willing to do.
Okay.
So as you know, as life is changing for you, and ever since you decided to go hard with this, you said 3-4 years ago, you know, you're like, I can't do this no more. Give me your biggest highlight so far since you made the change and decided to go full hard with your career and your passion. And I hate when he does that. Go hard. Why do we have to pause on go hard?
Cause I like how you react when I pause you.
And so I
Thank
want you to tell me a highlight, but also tell me what's been the hardest thing. Because everything's not peaches and cream. Of course, you stay blessed, you stay grateful. But what is the hardest thing for you since you've been going hard and just dedicating everything to your music?
The highlight, I would definitely say signing with Chris is one of the biggest highlights. Like, that's literally changed my life, and they treat me like family. Like, so that's been one of the biggest highlights for me. And
That's
also,
major, though.
It's a big thing. Like,
When I seen it, and so we may have listeners who don't know exactly who Chris Gotti is. Can you just explain who it is? Of course I know, but can you just explain who yo is real quick?
Yes, Chris Gotti is Irv Gotti's brother. Irv Gotti was CEO of Murder Inc. Records, and Chris ran Murder Inc. Records with Irv as VP, Vice President. So now Irv is focusing on TV with Tales, and I think he just got a season 2 for Tales, so shout out to Irv.
Nice.
They are, relaunching Murder Inc. I know they have some new artists on there as well. And then Chris's music venture is Adventures Music. But the beauty is, like, Irv supports Adventures. He supports the Adventures artists. He'll repost our stuff.
Nice.
So it's really an artist community. And it's really helped me. Like, I can call Chris on the phone and be like, hey, Chris, I need some advice. And he's such a great guy. Like, he really is invested.
Nice.
And that to me is valuable.
Because, and I want you to explain that, because a lot of people, we have a lot of young listeners, and they don't know, the impact like the Gotti's had on the industry as far as musically, like, and for a lot of y'all young people who don't know, shit, at one point in time, that's all you heard on the radio was Murder Inc.
That's it.
Like back to back to back, like they was selling out.
And Ja Rule was one of the first rap artists to sing.
Right.
And like young guys now don't even.
That's a whole new wave now.
It's the wave. Like if you don't sing rap, then it's like you doing something weird. But Ja was the first one to do it. Everybody was singing along with him, and it's like now that is the thing, and that all came out of Murder Inc. So. Right.
Murder Inc. definitely has an eye for
Did they
talent.
pay you to say that?
No, not at all.
They definitely have an eye for
They my
talent.
family, yeah.
And so that's pretty hot. Where do you who do you get the most support from, males or females in the industry?
Fans or in the industry?
And like just as you're going along your journey, right? And you're learning things. It just randomly, like, what gender do you feel is more supportive, more willing to lend a handout? Is it the females or is it the males?
I would say both, but it seems like more males just because it's more male dominated. So I naturally just run into more men in my dealings or whatever. But they're both very supportive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not as many women.
Okay. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's not as many?
I have a feeling because of what you said earlier. She's not straight jumping into the game talking about popping pussies on a handstand, put your titty in your mouth. You know, her style is different. It's way different than a lot of female rappers that's out and hot right now.
Yeah. Chat people, what up, what up? This is the main event, DJ JG. I ain't said shit all the whole show because I don't have a mic. So I got a question though.
You don't say that every time.
Come on, you making me forget.
Everybody let them use their mic.
Damn, yo. Well, come on, I'm good now, yo.
He gave you two.
Two of them, yo. That shit felt funny, yo.
I felt like somebody else had to do that because it did me like that.
God damn, yo. Hold up, yo. The question I was gonna ask you was, all right, look, somebody else got a question. This won't come back. I'll smoke a whole lot of bread.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
All right, I don't know. If it's too personal, you don't have to answer it, but how did y'all hook up?
How did I meet her?
Yeah.
We met in college. I went to Towson.
In college?
Yes, she went to Towson. And that's when I first started getting into the music. And I would invite all my friends to come out and support me. And she immediately saw the talent. And she was like, listen, let's do this. You got what it takes. She didn't know a lot about the industry. I knew nothing about the industry. Right. But we learned together. And I've bought on people since then. People have left. People have come and gone. But she's been
basically she's just
A1 since day one, who has literally helped me build my brand to where it is today. Shout out to
I got a question.
Hold on. Yes. Before I forget, because it came back, I got it. So, being as though you're from Baltimore, like you born and raised originally. All right. So, who was your musical influences from here? Like, who kind of got you? Who kind of inspired you? It's a two-part question too. So. Is who was your musical influences and who inspired you from Baltimore, and then just in the industry period, like.
Honestly, I didn't have many local influences as far as artists are concerned. Like as far as me becoming a rapper or learning or being a student of the game, I always studied industry people. Listened to some Baltimore music coming up, but I always studied the industry folks. But like I said, Missy is one of my biggest influences. Nas, Remy, Kim, Common. I'm all over the place. Foreign Exchange, Anderson .Paak. Like I'm literally, my music taste is all over the place.
How do you feel about Cardi B? I'm sorry I had to slide that in.
Cardi is cool. I like Cardi.
Cool?
I like Cardi. I think she's cool.
It's funny because I was going to ask, what do you think about that whole Little Kim, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj dynamic?
I think it's beautiful that more than one woman can exist in that space right now. Because usually it's one.
Yeah.
She found the best possible.
She's really great at being very
she ain't
safe and platonic with her.
How you feel? Hold up. How you feel about Kanye?
Kanye is crazy. I said in my record. I said in Motives. I said niggas sunken place Kanye West. Fly shit on my Southwest. Get fresh on them, then I flex. They ain't fucking with Neff. I think he's crazy. I think he lost it. Like, there's no way you could have that platform and that power. Like, as an indie artist, I see my power. Like, I see how I influence people in my space or my fans or the people that DM me and say I inspire them. And I'm an indie artist that's local. You know, some people know me around the world. Sometimes, you know, there have been times I went to Atlanta. Somebody like, yo, the bun, Neffy. Like, but still, I'm not on a Kanye level. And I realize how much influence I have on this level. So can you imagine being Kanye and saying some dumb shit out of your mouth?
Now, what if...
You know what I mean? Like, not to say you have to filter. I don't think artists should filter. But when you say something like slavery was a choice.
I think it was.
You think it was?
I don't think you're listening to what he said.
No. Kanye's trolling all of us, for the record. Just like Trump trolls us.
Let's be clear.
Kanye's trolling us, for the record. So whatever his intent is or where it comes from, I don't really care. I think people are he's not a god. Kanye's no different than me. And Kanye's not a politician. I'm not looking for him to tell me anything about life, politics, love, anything. If anything, I'm listening to him because I like his music. But that's like going to the dentist and asking them to take your gallbladder out. It don't make no sense. So
that was a bar.
I'm just saying, like, Kanye don't know politics.
Right.
Kanye is a rich nigga with rich nigga problems. You listen to his interview, everything he said is a rich nigga problem. Oh, my stuff wasn't playing on the radio. Oh, nobody's respecting my wife. Oh, all of the.
I don't get
live in
lipo because see, I wouldn't make me feel
or
fat
I don't.
like
I
Rob.
don't have to live in America, nigga. That's a rich nigga problem. The
I
impoverished
don't know.
nigga
Not
in the.
respecting a wife, that's regular nigga problem.
Why
That's
would
the
somebody
only
respect
one-
His
how
wife
does
if she
the-
don't even respect herself.
But how? Right. But how? That's the only thing he pick up on out of
Like,
everything I
that's some real
said.
nigga shit.
Oh no, he gonna come at you every time.
But he got
Definitely do.
no. He got rich nigga problems, and it's like you have forgotten
That's a
the
baby
real.
daddy problem and some more shit.
Y'all
But you-
sleeping on Kanye.
No,
Wait a
he,
minute.
no, Kanye forgot real nigga problems.
Yeah.
Kanye
He
ain't
has
forget-
forgotten real nigga.
Kanye
Everything
ain't
he
forget
said is a rich
shit.
nigga
Nah,
problem.
Kanye ain't forget nothing.
Everything is a rich nigga problem.
Like you just said, he's trolling, but I'm saying he know what he's doing. He gonna
Right.
get up in that White House. He Trump homeboy. He get up in that White House for a reason. This is a plan.
It was just Jesus.
5 years from
He's
now,
gonna take Trump down.
nobody's gonna give a fuck about Kanye no more.
5 minutes from
I
now.
can't-
That's
I
not
can't say
true.
that.
That's not
I can't
true.
say that. No.
I think he done did too much at this point.
Yeah,
That's not
Kanye
true.
already
He
elected
lost.
himself.
That was
He
the case
lost.
5
And
years
for
ago.
you to love music, to say that you don't
I
think,
don't think so.
Kanye would be talking
Just
about
because I
5
love
years,
me, Kanye does
that's
not.
like, all right, so you think
It don't
they
do
stop
nothing
talking
for
about
me.
Kanye, but they start talking about like who, like the Migos?
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying Kanye's doing more damage than good.
No, he's not.
Yes,
they
he
talking
is.
about Kanye like
Yes,
we
he
are right
is.
now.
I don't.
He's
But
trending.
y'all
His
making
tennis
him a
shoe costs
god. He's not a
$500.
god. And I,
No bullshit on that. Damn.
he's making
So I don't
money,
thi-
but he
yeah,
ain't no god.
That means he relevant. You
That's
gotta-
fine.
you
He
gotta
can be
relevant to make
relevant.
money.
It's a lot of people that are relevant
So-
and making money. It's people making money that you don't even know their name.
The Kanye, the
Right,
Kanye
but what
thing,
we're
right?
talking about is Kanye.
The Kanye thing you can look at it both ways, right? I really think Kanye has a whole alternative motive,
That's what P said.
all that. You know what I'm
Ulterior
saying?
motive.
Yeah, that's what I said. he got one of those or whatever,
That was
and he
DJ
doing some
Khaled.
other shit for real.
But
like,
you dealing
like
with
real talk.
niggas. Like
bet
you
you
gotta
that's
put
like-
shit plain. Come on,
All
let's
right,
be
and,
real.
and I really think
you gotta
I really,
put shit plain.
I really,
that.
no. I really think that they took that interview out of context for real, and then like the part that got publicized, that they ain't even put that. You know what I mean? That's all they put out there. Like the whole
What-
rest of the interview, they ain't even.
I
put out
listened
there
to
for
his
real.
whole
Can you be
interview
more
with
specific?
Charlamagne.
Which interview? Because it was a couple.
I listened to the whole one with Charlamagne.
See, I ain't talking about that
The
one. I'm
TMZ?
talking,
You
I'm
didn't
talking
watch
about,
that
I'm talking about the TMZ one.
Okay,
You
I
know
watched
what I'm
You're
saying?
making
Charlamagne
us
one.
look crazy.
Now,
Listen.
and I look. I think he wilding. I definitely think he wilding. I think he out of pocket. I'm
They
not
said
justifying none of
social-
this shit. I just think I think he got another plan.
He
behind
lost
this shit.
Social
9
media
million
said-
followers on Twitter.
Social media said
I mean, that's pretty. That's
slavery was
probably small
not
change to Kanye though.
a choice. His mother's
9
surgery
million
was.
followers.
But I mean, still a chunk though.
So
Did y'all hear me?
that show you people not
Social
fucking with what
media
you're saying.
said that slavery was not a choice, but his mother's surgery.
I would
was.
love to send every
Bars.
motherfucker that said
Petty
it's not a choice
Bars.
back.
Petty bars.
Yes.
400
bars.
years.
Petty bars.
Tell me how far you
Did you
make
hear what I
it.
said?
Or tell me if your ass don't get blown
She
the
ain't hear
second
petty
you run.
bars.
So here's the thing.
I'm just saying the
Because-
second you
Yeah.
run,
Because
tell me your ass ain't gonna get
because
blown up,
I agree.
burned up,
Because I
dicks
agree.
cut off.
God.
Like people didn't ask for their dicks to get cut off. Like think about it.
I agree.
That's the shit people went through, and everybody's taking it light. Like,
No.
oh, it's a choice.
Let
they
me
didn't
say
choose
this.
that.
I will never discredit the oppressed or the people in bondage or the people that are not strong enough to defend themselves. Never.
Do every-
On the
They would have
same,
killed me.
on a flip side,
Love.
on a flip.
Do anybody know the history? Anybody in this
Hold
room?
on.
I do.
Do anybody know the history on Shaka Zulu?
Yes.
Maybe he was talking about Shaka Zulu had a choice, because you know Shaka Zulu is who sold the motherfucking slaves, right? You know that, right?
How about niggas don't even have a choice
Maybe
to
he was
move out
talking
the
about Shaka
hood?
Zulu.
Who's to
Let's
say?
get to it.
Yeah.
Right.
How about that's what I'm saying? He forgot real nigga problems. It's niggas in every hood that
He didn't
would
forget.
love.
He's doing it on purpose.
But that's like saying now some of them people may have the choice to leave, but we all know people that can't leave.
I took it as he
Do we
just
all know
saying
people that can't get
motherfuckers
out?
are scared to fight
I
back.
know a lot of people that won't get out.
That's
That's
what I
different.
took it as.
And then if that's what he's saying, that's
Here's-
different. But say
here's-
that.
Here's
Bro.
the
Say
thing.
that
I think
specifically.
I think his message wasn't correctly
He didn't say it right.
wasn't correctly communicated with his word choice. You know what I mean? It didn't align right. That's the problem to me.
That's the volumes. But what I'm saying is, I took it as he looking at it more like today's sense when he like fight back. Like nobody is fighting back. Cause you gotta remember when he first was going in, he was trying to be political about how Bush ain't care about us, stuff like that. So it seemed like to me he trolling like y'all said, but he's being funny and he's like, y'all don't even want to fight back. It's a choice.
Listen,
but Kanye,
like, that's how I took it. But he saying it like in an ignorant way.
It's some shit that's bigger than us.
We have,
trust me.
Like,
us as black people, we have a problem.
We do. I don't disagree.
And the problem is it's probably 3 or 4-fold. But the main problem is, number one, we don't support each other regardless. Meaning, when Kanye was outspoken and took the mic from Taylor and said, "Nah, Beyonce should have won this award," everybody was for and backed him, regardless of how rude or disrespectful or distasteful that was.
Furthermore, let me jump on in that. And then when he said George Bush don't care about black people, oh yeah.
So he put himself with that statement. He marked himself with that, right? People supported him because that's what they wanted to hear. At the end of the day, I don't think that Kanye West has forgotten about nigga problems. I think that because he has elevated from the hood and nigga shit to a certain degree, now he's dealing with what he's living in the present. And it's not nigga problems. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of problem. Now you're dealing Now you're dealing with the oppression of the white man that sits in front of you.
I agree.
And fakes like he's all for you, but really he's invested.
But to me, that's the contradiction.
So here's the thing.
That's the contradiction right there, though.
But I feel like he's aware. And that's why when he said slavery is a choice, he wasn't meaning that people chose to be tormented and tortured and shit like that. Mental slavery, it starts with mental.
That's what he
And the
about.
moment that you decide that you are going to fall into that mental slavery and you're going to accept the fact that 300
but
years
that's
ago,
subjective. What is mental slavery to each person?
Mental. Here's the thing. You know how they keep us mentally enslaved, especially when it comes to the black culture, is they start teaching that bullshit in kindergarten to the kids that know nothing about that shit. Kids know nothing about color. It's not until they start implementing this racism and white people being superior than black people. That's, you plant the seed, and then it grows from there.
But that's the institution that's bigger than that. He's fighting that same. Why you think Kanye mad about Nike and mad about the designers? He's fighting the same institution.
The mental
that
slavery they try to keep on
the regular nigga is fighting.
Guess what? Adidas.
So that's the contradiction.
Adidas, guess what? Adidas stood by him, and they're not dropping him. They have
because
petitioned.
they know what he's doing.
Right. Here's the thing. That's what I'm. The loyalty, though. What I'm saying is, why I just want to come to a place with black people where we can support our own.
He's not
he has a
supporting
plan.
us.
And no, I think what Kanye's doing is he had to jump in the fire. And I promise you, this man is going to run for president.
I would
and
love
he's
to
going.
see it.
He's
That
going to, and everybody's
would
going
love
to
to
jump
see
on
it.
the boat when it happens. But trust me, that's his. He's on some different shit, and we on a different level. We can't see it.
I don't trust him. He's erratic.
Y'all trusted
Would
him,
you
though.
trust him?
Guess what? Y'all trusted him when he said Bush hates black people.
I didn't trust him.
All for it. When he got
Why
on
you
that
don't trust
stage.
him?
Not me.
Why you don't trust him?
He's erratic. I think I'm an artist, so I know how we are in a sense. We are emotional people. We want to be heard. We're very opinionated people. So we're gonna, no matter what, we're gonna push our opinion. And Kanye is a person that seems like he exists in a space where nobody will even question him.
But do you
Like
What would you
nobody
say to
will
Kanye?
even
Don't you
question
think
him.
that the
He's up
space-
here like
So what would you-
everybody's
But
probably like,
how you know when you get up here,
Oh, Kanye,
you don't
whatever
look
you
at
want.
life different from down here.
He
See, we
doesn't.
down
That's the
here.
problem.
When you get up here,
Don't speak
he
for-
might
I'm
even
not
feel
down
like.
there.
if
Slave.
you're
Just
up
like
here, don't
rewind.
speak for me.
I'm not down
Okay,
there.
so we all on
If
Kanye
you up
level.
here, don't speak for me.
So what would you say to Kanye? Give her a
Oh,
second.
okay.
So because this is not about Kanye really, this is your
Speak for
interview.
me.
But in closing with the whole Kanye thing, if you had just 60 seconds to if Kanye is in a sunken place or he's asleep
He
and,
is.
and Neffy, you have 60 seconds to wake this nigga up, what would you say to him?
Oh man, I would just say don't ever forget the struggles of the real people. Like you cannot be in a position where your issues are what designer or bias from designers. When there's people out here that can't get a job because of bias, or there's people out here that can't get a job because of locks, or whatever. Like you can't just forget about the real people issues, and you have to be careful with your words. There's a little kid that might now grow up and teach their kids that slavery was a choice and not show the real.
So
you
in
know
60
what I mean?
seconds, this is what you'll be telling Kanye?
Nigga, yes.
That's how you would get him to wake up?
I feel like
Nobody can get. I'm not.
I don't think
it's
he's
not
gonna
my
wake
job, and I don't want to, and I don't care to. I truly think the people are.
He ain't
Kanye is not a god. He is
putting
just
too
as much
much-
of a man as your slick ass.
He's trolling.
He's not a god. He's not worthy for us to be
wild.
like
Right.
to uphold his
Tell us
word
what
and
you
be like,
think,
"Oh."
Kanye. Whatever you say, we're gonna go with, right?
Right. Let the man.
Is that the hot seat? That sounds like the hot seat.
Let the man
I
talk.
don't know. What was that?
That's the hot seat.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I thought I had to run or something.
That sound like the hot seat, yo. You want to kind of explain what the hot seat is, Love
Oh,
Love?
shit. I feel like I already been in a hot seat.
You've been in the warm seat, but this is just fun. This is fun.
It's literally the hot seat in this motherfucker. Somebody turn the air up a little bit.
Shit, y'all got my nail. I got mood nails on. Y'all got me turning colors and shit.
No bullshit.
That's what we did.
It's not a real interview until your nail polish starts changing
I'm
colors.
saying, the fuck is going on over here?
So this is called the hot seat, and it's just random. We're just gonna play real fun. We're not even
Okay.
gonna put you on a time.
You have the
I'm gonna
question.
just go through these questions and just give me the first thing that comes to mind. I don't want you to think about it.
Okay.
Answer
Random.
quickly.
Random,
Quick fire.
stupid, random. Where did this come from?
All right,
Answer
let's get it.
quickly. All right. Y'all ready?
Ready.
On
Hold
your.
up.
We're gonna give it 60 seconds. Let's see how many questions we can get through in 60 seconds.
And go.
All right. Have you ever got your ass ate?
Yes.
Ugliest person in your family?
Oh shit.
Answer.
No, skip.
Most sex partners in one day?
2
Most money to touch your fingers so far?
at once.
Mm-hmm.
Like 15K.
Ever fucked any of your ex's friends?
No.
Ever had a finger in your butt?
Yes.
Last time you told your mom you love her?
Today.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
15.
Fucked any celebrities?
No.
Last time you went on a
think
date?
about that. We coming back to that question.
Huh?
Last time you went on a date?
This week.
Last time you had unprotected sex?
Double date.
Okay. Last place you had sex?
In a bed.
All right. How many abortions have you had?
None.
All right. Are you currently in love?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ever had an STD?
No.
All right. Favorite female body part?
And we done.
I have some questions.
I got some questions too, though.
Dirty,
Hey,
dirty
come
computer.
I got a real question, and this.
Can we get an answer? Can we get an answer to the last question before we
I
before
said
we go
dirty
to it?
computer.
Nah, I got some real questions.
Oh, so you got your own version
She
of
got,
hot
she
seat.
got it
I
out for
got
me
some.
too.
It's probably like 3
I
questions.
Let's go.
probably
I
should
think
be
she got
quiet.
it
so
out for
I
me
peep
too.
everything. You feel me?
All right,
No,
so check
you
it
don't
out. Check
peep
it out.
No, you don't peep everything.
Let me quarterback this real
We
quick.
peep
You don't
what the
peep
same
everything.
shit,
Hey,
probably.
fam, let me quarterback
I'm
this
saying
real
we
quick.
come from the same petty era, but
Hold on, go ahead.
So, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, right? While we, cause we coming to the close, right? I'm gonna give each of y'all 3 questions apiece to ask, and then we gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
All right, that's fair, right?
somebody gonna steal
That's
my
fair.
question.
All right. Well, I'll go last then because I asked a lot of questions.
All right, so we'll let P go first, and then we'll just take it around the room that way. All right. Bet.
Well,
Go ahead,
right
P.
now it's 2 P's in here, so I'm gonna let this P go first. Remember the question?
Oh, you on? All right. Any Baltimore celebrities, they count. Like
Baltimore
Famous
local celebrities you have sex
No,
with? Okay,
actually no.
now to the second P.
Mm-hmm.
How long you and this manager thing? Are y'all in love? I keep
Yes.
peeping stuff.
Yes.
No, why would you assume that?
I said, like when you say
I feel like she got
when
it
she
out for
asked
me.
me-
No,
I
I
don't.
see
I
this
don't
shit
have it
too.
out
I
for
see
you.
a lot.
I don't have it out for you. I just
Wait till my questions come.
Because I look.
I'm gonna ask the question. It's up to
Okay.
you to answer it or not. But like I just be looking. I look around the whole room. And like the question just now when they said, are you in love with somebody? You like, yeah.
And
My,
she was
my spidey
blushing like
senses
a-
told me to look to the left.
Left.
So I looked at
Hey.
her face and I'm like,
She was cheesing like a
is she
mother.
the
But
one she's in love with?
I feel like you just reaching for something.
No, because
She's
every time I got
reaching.
on
That's
your
your
nerves, she
opinion.
was over there.
No, she
mugging.
don't fuck up when it comes to me and my brand. She will fuck a
I
nigga
might
up.
be wrong,
Period.
but I'm gonna ask.
Period. Just understand that if
I like that.
if he comes stick out as my manager, she's about her business.
No, they wasn't
if
manager
he
looks.
if he crosses
They
no
wasn't manager looks.
if he crosses the line, she's
You
gonna
said wasn't no line
which
to cross.
she came over here. She was about to say something to him. I told her relax. She's gonna address any issues.
Yes, manager.
Anytime there's an issue, it will be addressed. To be clear,
She's
to
gonna
be
address the
clear,
issues. I'm gonna address
to
what I
be
see in the
clear,
interview.
and
That's
I'm
just what I
gonna tell
did.
you you're wrong and
Right.
that you're assuming.
And-
No, fuck, that's my turn. Right?
That's your
my turn, right?
opinion.
First of all, I don't know who she was gonna come check when you already said that it was no type of holds bars or
'Cause
nothing
people-
going here. So we can
people
ask
usually
what.
have more
But I know
respect for me than
emotions.
you do,
I know
so-
emotions.
Wait,
People
People have more respect for me than
Pause,
you do.
because I want to address what she just
it
said.
has to be established.
Because one thing is clear: when as social loners, when we invite our guests over, one thing we don't ever want to do is disrespect or anything
Correct.
like that.
And every time
We're-
there's any disrespect, she's gonna nip it in the
So
bud.
here's what I want to
You
say.
feel like I
clear,
disrespect you?
to
though?
be clear.
You feel like I disrespect you?
So here's
Because
the-
I asked the question.
Here's
I
what
feel,
I
I feel
Hold
mad
on.
energy.
No, so when did I disrespect
In
you?
the
She was
room.
great. Come over here and say something to me.
Listen,
You finish it.
here's what I'm gonna say. Stop.
The
At the
room
end of
is
the
angry.
day, it's very important because I want our guests to feel welcome and great, right? So we're like a live crew. We go off the top
That's
sometimes.
fine.
So I don't ever want you to feel
I just
disrespected.
I don't
you know
feel
what I'm saying?
disrespected.
No,
I just
not
feel
at
like
all.
she
Definitely
trolling. Like she
I
reaching.
have to troll. I ask questions. I do that whatever you guess.
Well, I'm a music.
I'm
you
not gonna
you
make,
the
I'm
only.
not gonna make you.
You the only person
not
that haven't been
gonna-
concerned about my music.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
But you're not gonna give me a exception. Like I'm
Now,
gonna
but
act, I'm
I don't
gonna
have
talk
to
you
be
like I
here.
talk to anybody
I
else.
don't have
Listen,
to be
listen,
here.
listen.
No.
I don't
Hey,
have
let's
to
let.
be
All right,
here.
all right. So let me control the room real quick.
I don't
Let me
have
control
to
the room
be
real
here.
quick. No, let me say first and foremost, we appreciate you for
Yeah,
being
Okay,
here.
I'm just
No,
making
no.
Very
it clear. I
clear.
didn't
No,
have to
I'm gonna make it
come.
clear that no. First of all, before we go left, no, I'm a fan, and I was, I appreciate you for being here, and I don't think no disrespect was intended on
Yeah.
either party, and you know what I mean, and that just piggybacks off of what we was talking about in the show, how sometimes communications get lost, in the transfer of the information, you know what I mean, because everybody was already high on your music, you know what I mean,
That's
because
fine.
you know what I mean,
But I gave her an answer,
that's what's up,
and
you know
that
what I mean?
wasn't good enough, and that's why I feel like she trolled.
Okay, that's cool.
That's
It's
it.
cool. It's cool.
She don't mean no
But
disrespect.
we can move on.
It's
No
all
disrespect
love.
though. We can move
It's
on.
all
We can
love,
move
yeah.
forward. You know what I
That's
mean?
cool.
We can move forward. So, love, what's your question?
Actually, you know what? When is the next time you're performing?
May 19th.
And you said that it's at the
Eye Candy
Lounge. Does Social Loners have an invite? Because
Of
I think your
course,
music is
absolutely.
dope. And at the end of the day, like I said, we came together as one because we're just so off the dome and off top.
Yeah.
And I think
No, and
some-
it's media. I expect it.
and sometimes
but
what I think
I'm
happens
also
is,
called
of
bullshit.
course, if
That's just it.
if personalities sometimes
Yeah.
will clash, maybe they won't clash. One thing we don't do is we don't prepare, do nothing to troll our
Mm-hmm.
guests. We just go off the top. So we go by energy. If she peeps something, she's like, "Oh, I'm an ass."
That's
and
fine.
sometimes, depending, you may feel it is out of pocket. That's not the goal. Is to get you out of pocket or piss
I
you
just feel
off.
like you're in your feelings.
Let's
That's
go.
all.
We're just
I just.
wait.
Hey,
wait,
no,
wait, no. What just happened?
all right, y'all. So I'm gonna just wrap it up, yo. This your man Scrap Money live on 1500radio.
Stay fucking. That's what you do when you fucking. You be in your emotions.
Live on 1500 Radio. This your man Scrap Money, Social Loners. You know what I mean? It's been another lovely show. You know what I mean? It's all gravy. We good.
See how she grabbed it?
It's a classic.